While the entire mobile gaming community is busy playing the same battle royale matches, grinding the same multiplayer ranked modes, and repeating the same gameplay loop every single day, playing a completely different genre in this economy makes you legendary. Because let's be real, in extraction genre, every bullet count matters. Every footstep matters, and a small mistake can cost you losing everything. Extraction shooters are not about being the last player alive. They're about risk-reward, survival, and making it out alive with the loot you've worked so hard to collect. One good raid can make you rich. One decision can wipe out days of progress. And that's exactly why so many players are slowly moving towards this genre, because once you experience that adrenaline rush of finding rare loot, fighting real players for valuable loot, and successfully extracting with everything in your backpack, going back to battle royale games starts feeling pointless. If you can't own something, then you cannot enjoy something. And mobile gaming now has some seriously good extraction shooters that can easily keep you busy for hundreds of hours. So in today's video, we're going to look at the top 5 mobile extraction shooters you can play right now. And trust me, some of these games might end up becoming your next addiction. But here's a good thing for you. If you've been investing money in your favorite mobile shooters for a while, then you already know how expensive in-game currency and bundles are becoming nowadays. And honestly, that's one of the biggest reasons why websites like TopUp Live are here to save your money. TopUp Live supports almost every major shooter game right now. Games like Call of Duty, Bloodstrike, PUBG Mobile, Delta Force, Arena Breakout, and many more. Just head over to topuplive.com in your browser. Make sure to log in for extra discounts. Select your favorite game, choose your desired amount, enter your ID, and complete your top-up. And if you go through my link and use coupon code, you'll instantly get a 12% discount, which helps you save a decent amount of money. They also have customer support in case you run into any type of issues during the purchase process. And, according to Trustpilot, the platform currently holds a 4-star rating from users as well. So if you were planning to buy some in-game currency or bundles in a discounted price and saving your money as much as possible, definitely check it out. Starting off our list, we have Call of Duty DMZ. If Arena Breakout feels hardcore or Delta Force feels too chaotic, DMZ sits right in the middle. It gives you the extraction experience without completely punishing every mistake you make. The entire mode takes place on Serpent Island, a massive open battlefield built specifically for DMZ. You'll be searching buildings for valuable loot, clearing enemy strongholds, eliminating high-tier AI units, completing contracts, uploading intelligence data, and trying to extract before another squad decides to hunt you down. And just like any good extraction shooter, the more valuable loot you carry, the more dangerous every encounter becomes. The mode also features a talent system that allows players to upgrade certain skills and gain additional advantages during future runs. It's not extremely deep, but it adds more progression outside of simply collecting loot. Another good change is the removal of third-person perspective. Back when DMZ first released, players were using various exploits to force third-person camera angles and gain information they shouldn't have had access to. But of course, DMZ isn't all perfect. The biggest problem is that it still feels like Call of Duty, and depending on who you ask, that can either be a good thing or a bad thing. Movement is still fast, sliding is still effective, gunfights can end quickly. If you're looking for a hardcore realistic experience similar to Arena Breakout or some PC extraction games, DMZ movements might feel a little too arcadey for your taste. Performance is another major concern. While Call of Duty Mobile used to run smoothly on many low-end devices back in the day, DMZ is a completely different story. The large map AI enemies, long render distances, and additional systems put much more pressure on your device. And if you're still using hardware that was comfortable running COD Mobile a few years ago, chances are you might not be able to play this game as smoothly as you used to. Overall, Call of Duty DMZ is a solid entry point into the extraction shooter genre. It doesn't offer the deepest realism or the most hardcore survival mechanics, but it delivers fast-paced action, high-risk looting, and enough tension to keep you coming back. Arena Breakout is one of the most hardcore and realistic extraction shooters available on mobile right now. The game takes place across multiple large-scale maps, such as Farm, Valley, Northridge, Armory, and TV Station. Each location offers different loot qualities, enemy difficulties, and risk levels. The game is extremely realistic and serious with its movements. The stamina system is also punishing. You must save it before engaging in any fight because it drains much faster than you realize. Running, jumping, vaulting, or using a knife drains stamina. After that, your character is just slow walking like an NPC, which makes you vulnerable during real player fights. Now imagine if somehow you don't have a magazine for your weapon, and your character literally reloads the ammunition one by one. That already takes you more than a minute and is enough to quickly send you back to the lobby. The game's field of view is also strictly zoomed in, and it does not let you adjust it according to player preference. So you're forced into a lower FOV, which can create minor headaches for specific people. But one of the most unique features is its advanced health system. Instead of a traditional health bar, individual body parts can be damaged separately. Arms can become injured, legs can break and affect movement speed, while heavy damage can cause bleeding that must be treated using specific medical items. The weapon customization system is also one of the deepest available on mobile. Players can modify nearly every part of their guns, including stocks, barrels, grips, magazines, scopes, lasers, and more. This allows thousands of different weapon builds depending on your playstyle. Arena Breakout has one of the steepest learning curves on mobile. New players can easily lose expensive equipment during their first few matches, and the punishment for mistakes can feel extremely harsh. The inventory management system is also more complex than most mobile shooters. Players must learn item values, ammo types, armor tiers, and market prices to progress efficiently. Highly geared players wearing top-tier armor and using premium ammunition can have a significant advantage over new players with budget equipment. The gameplay pace is also much slower compared to traditional Call of Duty or Delta Force Mobile. Matches often reward patience, positioning, and smart decision-making rather than constant aggressive rushing. Performance is generally good for high-end devices, but if you're anywhere from lower to mid-range devices, you might face FPS disadvantages, so a modern flagship processor is recommended. Delta Force Mobile is one of the newest and most ambitious extraction shooters available on mobile right now. While many games in the genre focus entirely on hardcore realism, Delta Force tries to balance tactical gameplay with accessibility, making it easier for casual players to learn while still offering enough depth for experienced extraction shooter fans. Unlike Arena Breakout, which focuses heavily on survival realism, Delta Force places greater emphasis on team play and combat. Gunfights feel faster, more responsive, and more action-packed, while still maintaining the risk and reward elements that define the extraction genre. One of the biggest things that separate Arena and Delta is the operator system. Every operator comes with unique gadgets, tactical equipment, and abilities that can change how you approach combat. This adds variety to raids and encourages different playstyles. The weapon customization system is also extremely detailed. Players can modify scopes, stocks, grips, magazines, lasers, muzzles, and various other attachments to fine-tune their weapons for different combat situations. Whether you prefer long-range fights or close-range quick fights, the gunsmith system offers plenty of flexibility. And the good thing? Delta Force delivers one of the most balanced extraction experiences on mobile. It doesn't feel as punishing as Arena Breakout, yet it still maintains the tension and excitement that extraction shooters are known for. The learning curve can also become steeper as you progress. Understanding operator abilities, loot values, extraction routes, weapon builds, and map knowledge takes time to master. The visual quality is also extremely impressive. From detailed environments to high-quality weapon models and effects, the game often feels closer to a PC shooter than a traditional mobile game. Another great advantage is optimization. Compared to many modern mobile shooters, Delta Force generally runs surprisingly well across a wide range of devices while still offering advanced graphics settings for high-end phones. But the downside? Because of the operator ability system, some players believe the game feels less realistic than traditional extraction shooters. Certain gadgets and tactical abilities can occasionally shift the focus away from pure tactical gunplay. The Division Resurgence may not be a pure extraction shooter like Arena Breakout or Delta Force, but its Dark Zone experience delivers some of the most unique PvPvE gameplay available on mobile. Instead of focusing entirely on loot extraction, the game combines RPG progression, open-world exploration, and high-risk player encounters into a single experience. The Dark Zone is a contaminated area located outside the safe zones of the New Work City. This area contains some of the unseen loots, strongest enemies, and most dangerous player encounters in the entire game. Entering the Dark Zone means accepting higher risks in exchange for better rewards. Unlike traditional extraction shooters where you simply loot and leave, Dark Zone adds an additional layer of tension through contaminated loot. Valuable items found inside the zone cannot be used immediately. Instead, they must first be successfully extracted using special extraction helicopters before they become permanently yours. One of the most interesting features is the Rogue Agent system. Players can choose to betray others by going rogue. Once activated, Rogue Agents can attack friendly players, steal their loot, and create unexpected PvP encounters throughout the zone. This means every player encounter becomes a decision. You never fully know whether another agent is friendly, looking to team up, or waiting for the perfect opportunity to eliminate you and take everything you've worked for. The world design is also extremely strong. The environments feel detailed, atmospheric, and consistent with the franchise's post-pandemic setting, helping the Dark Zone feel dangerous and immersive. And the downside is combat dependency. Combat is more ability-focused compared to traditional military extraction shooters. Skills, gadgets, and character builds often play a bigger role than pure gun skill alone. The RPG progression system may also feel grindy for some players since character strength is tied to equipment quality and long-term progression. Division Resurgence strictly requires a high-end device with Gen series processors for smoother gameplay yet still locks the FPS to 60. That might create problems for people who want fun in high FPS and graphics. Lost Light is one of the earliest extraction shooters that helped popularize the genre on mobile before Arena Breakout. While newer competitors have raised the standard in several areas, Lost Light still offers a unique experience that combines extraction gameplay, long-term progression, and survival elements into a single package. The game takes place in a post-disaster world where players enter dangerous zones to search for valuable resources, weapons, medical supplies, and rare equipment. Unlike some hardcore extraction shooters that focus almost entirely on combat, Lost Light places a greater emphasis on resource management and long-term progression. Loot collected during raids can be used to upgrade your shelter, improve storage capacity, and unlock additional features that help you during future runs. Another interesting feature is the pet companion system. Certain pets can assist players during raids by helping carry additional loot or providing small utility benefits. This makes Lost Light feel slightly different from more traditional extraction shooters. Lost Light is generally more accessible than hardcore alternatives like Arena Breakout. New players can learn the basics of extraction gameplay without facing the same level of punishment or complexity found in more realistic titles. But the downsides are obvious because it's made by Nati's studio. Lost Light has faced strong competition since the arrival of Arena Breakout and Delta Force. Many players believe these newer games offer better graphics, more modern mechanics, and a more polished extraction experience. The community size has also become smaller compared to its peak years. While dedicated players still enjoy the game, most new players entering the extraction genre today usually start with Arena Breakout or Delta Force instead. So that was all the best games I found for this topic. And to be honest and fair, the extraction shooter genre is still not very popular on mobile. Battle Royale and fast-paced multiplayer team deathmatches are still dominating the market and will continue to do so for next few years. But the hope isn't dead for realism gaming in mobile because many players are dragging themselves out of comfort zone and trying out new things, which saves these kind of games from dying entirely. As the years go by, more exfil shooter games will arrive, and then we can compare and rank them all in one video. Right now, extraction shooters are gradually growing in popularity, so let me know. Are you a fan of exfil shooters, or have you moved on from classic Battle Royale games to extraction shooters? And is there any unique game you would recommend to everyone? Let me know everything in the comments. I'm down here reading everyone's thoughts and dropping hearts on your comments. So that's it for this video. I'm Legacy, and I'll see you next time.